he cannot succeed, he or she cannot succeed. But they first look at the success. For instance, if you were to join Joan's here, you will first look at the academic, how are they performing, not only here, but nationally. How are they ranked? And is the school okay? Yes, if it is yes, then they will allow you to be in. Or your question is how can
the strategies you employ to make sure that Joan is an admired institution.
So one of the strategies is to enhance this, to equip the student to get access to more academic materials so that they can excel in the academic.
Thank you very much. You talked so much about the academics. In our recent exam, do you know the number of students we registered? And among them, how many got a credit?
I can't tell the number, but we got the distinction and a credit, but I can't approximate, but they were there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roy. I believe that you saying that Joan will be admirable depending on the academic performance, for your case, will not be achieved because one, you as a student who is currently in this school don't know the academic milestone that the school is making, including the recent one. Two, how will the parents of those students whom you want to come to this institution know if you are the one who is here and you are not aware? Thank you, and kindly pass the mic to Ronald. No? You need to answer my question. Thank you. To Ronald, you said that our school is too small and you want to make it big. And the way you want to make it big is through the voice. And you've also highlighted that the previous DSO did not include the students in their decision making. So how will this voice make our school big to the national level?
I believe Kiswahili inasema but people have great ideas here. You just have to listen to them and implement them. These ideas, if you give people chances to give you their opinions on how to perhaps run things and add maybe some items that you might have left out of how you rule or how you run things. I believe that by listening to other people's ideas, we might get ideas that take us to the next steps that will lead us to become a great school.
You mentioned ideas.
Yes.
And you as Ronald will be the head of JSO.
Yes.
The school is being run by the administration and the directors.
Yes.
How would you make these ideas achievable?
Let me give you an example. For instance, if we were to have a bus, if students suggested that we need a bus, right? The administration is currently, there's a building ongoing. If you were to go to Masaba, yeah. So if you go and present this idea of a bus, in the correct manner, tell them, take a marketing angle for instance, tell them to weigh the merits of building that school and the merits of having a bus. Which one will bring you more students in the near future? If you are the administration, what answer would you give?
I wouldn't bring students if I don't have a place to accommodate them.
I'm asking, no, don't look at it from a place to accommodate the point of view. Which one will bring you more students? The building or the bus?
If the building is good enough.
If it's good enough.
Yes.
What if it's not good enough?
It has to be good enough because that's what they're investing on right now.
So my point is, it's how you present your ideas to the administration. They will always listen. Hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya chai.
Mr. Ronald,
Yes.
you've asked a question,
Mm.
and I will throw the question back to you.
Okay.
Between the bus and the ferry, which one do you choose? Which one do you choose?
If it were me,
Yes.
I will choose the bus because if the students come, that is more money coming. I will finish the building ultimately.
Now another question comes on that point. Stay. You understand where we are right now? Is it owned by Joan School of Nursing or it is rented?
It's rented.
It's rented.
Yeah, it's
So do you still stick to your answer of the bus instead of the building?
Yes, yes.
Why?
It still makes sense because of the money aspect.
The money aspect.
Yes.
You know, when John was beginning, was it here? No, where was it?
Masaba.
Masaba. Why did you guys shift
The numbers.
The numbers. The numbers were increasing.
Yes.
Okay. And do you foresee a time in the future where the numbers will swell bigger than the one that this building can
Yes,
accommodate?
yes. There is an idea that I think there is one floor that's finished in that new building. So currently we can use that one floor. If we are still on the bus question, yes. So we can use that finished floor first, if it's a matter of space. We can use that one floor and this facility that is here. And then we see my ideas.
And you intend to bring the students of John's together?
I intend on doing what?
And you intend to bring the students of John's School of Nursing together?
I don't get. Yeah. I intend to do what?
To bring them together.
To bring them together.
Yeah, when there is March 2024, having their block 2 or whatever here, and there is introductory block, doing the introductory block there.
Yeah.
How would they go together?
How the bus will be bringing them together?
The bus. Yeah, we can also use the bus to bring them, but that's not my point. My point is, the bus, in terms of marketing, if you present these ideas from a marketing perspective, the administration will always lend you a listening ear.
Okay, I have a final question. Okay, we are healthcare workers. Okay, once you sign into nursing school, you are a nurse. Okay, there is no student nurse. You're either nurse or not. Are you a nurse?
Yes.
Okay, what is that? There is the current challenge of fraud associated with the Social Health Authority. Okay?
Challenge of what?
There is a fraud that has been unearthed in the Social Health Authority. What were the irregularities?
The irregularities?
Yes, that were noted with the SHA.
They were allocating money to sometimes, in some cases, different institutions that haven't been operational, or institutions that, let's say, they're saying that it's a level 4 hospital, but it's a dispensary. So you see,
Did these institutions have publicity?
publicity. I'm not so sure about that, but some of the institutions do not really, are not what they are saying to be on.
So if we have a bus and we have no building, we are having a bus without a building. What is the difference between that and those facilities that were receiving funds and they did not really have a building?
Let me get your question right. You are saying we should have a bus.
I'm not saying we should have a bus before a building.
So what
But you've come to tell us that we do not have
yes,
a school. We are renting this space.
yes,
And still, you prefer we go buy a bus instead of completing a building that is already standing.
that was an analogy. I was trying to tell her that people have ideas, great ideas for that matter. Just
I asked you the same question
Yes.
and you answered me.
Yes,
So
yes.
we are far from the analogy.
Yeah.
We are on the answer that you
Yes,
gave.
but I always choose the first. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Ronald,
Yes.
what's the main reason why we are here as students of Joan School of Nursing?
Right now,
Yes. Like,
Okay.
why you came to this institution?
I want to become a nurse.
You want to become a nurse?
Yes.
Through what?
Guitar, always.
Through Kitabu. Thank you. Looking at your manifesto, there's nothing touching on academics. That means in the next 1 year, Joan will only be focusing on co-curriculum activities and we've forgotten about what brought us here.
There is a point there on ICT and skills lab. What do we do at the skills lab? Please tell me.
Please tell us. Tell us.
There is a point on ICT, a function of ICT and skills lab. Yes. Currently, the skills lab, how many here have ever been to the skills lab apart from OSCE and the time we reported back and we were abandoned there? So if we allocate more time in the timetable for skills lab, I believe we'll learn some of the clinical areas.
Actually, I'm reading your agenda about the skills lab and functional IT role. But according to what you've written, 90% of that statement is about ICT room.
Yes.
And in the ICT room, you can't be so sure if I go to the ICT room, I'll be learning or doing some other things because ICT gives me room to do some other things.
But you can
So,
also
apart from the skills lab, which you've only given like 10% of the statement in your number 6 agenda, which ought to be number 1 because we are here for academic reasons. And yet, our first agenda, according to you, will be scholarship. Scholarship, you know scholarship? That is eating. So, according to you, the first thing we should be doing is to take good care of our stomach. The next thing is communication. The next thing is club. Another one is peer. Another one is suggestion box. And the major thing that brought us here, which we've only given 10%, is in number 6. So does it mean that during your reign, we'll only be giving 10% to the academic, the rest will be giving co-curriculum activities? Yet you've given it only 10% in your manifesto. This is what you'll be implementing, or do you have a different copy?
No, that is my manifesto.
This is what you'll be implementing?
Yes.
So we only expect 10% of academics from your reign?
No, you don't expect 10%.
But that's what you highlighted here.
Number 7 of the manifesto talks about collaborating with various organs, various departments in the lab, like academic secretary.
Actually, you've talked about oversight,
Yes.
collaboration.
Yes.
Oversight is meaning you are going to audit them, not collaboration.
Read the explanation part.
I don't want to read the explanation because I'm looking at the points that you highlighted, you as a person, something you wanted us to understand. Even if I raise it this way, the only thing you will see is a proper oversight. That is the major thing. So, I want you to confirm to us that during your reign, you will be getting 10% of the academics.
No, you'll be getting more.
Why did you include that more in your manifesto?
There is the explanation.
Thank you very much, but according to the manifesto I've gone through, it is just 10%. So I believe if we elect you, you'll get 10% of what you brought us here. Thank you very much.
Roy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I believe the time you decided to vie as a school president, you've already gone through the entire, almost history of Joan School of Nursing. You know the administration, you know the management, you know the core values, you know the mission, vision of Joan. Kindly, just give me the vision of Joan School of Nursing.
Thank you. The mission of Joan School of Nursing is to excel. It is to excel and it is excel and get the best of us.
That's the vision of Joan School of Nursing.
According to how I summarize it.
Okay. You, as the former sports secretary, what did you do to the sports sector that changed it, the way you found it, that you are going to do when elected as the president? What are the changes that you did there? What impact did you have there that you see when you are elected as the president, you'll be able to implement something that will bring Joan School of Nursing from where it is right now on the outgoing president and when you elected will be?
Oh, thank you. When I first joined this school, I think the classes were ending at 4:30. Then people would just disperse, go back to their residential places. But when I was elected as the sports secretary, things changed. A lot of things changed. In this school, when we came here, there were no games that were being played, except two of our students were the one going to the pitch. And they were playing something that is not a ball, but it resembles a ball. And when I was elected, things changed. We purchased together with the GSO. We purchased equipment for those particular activities. It was not only football, but even the volleyball. And for the first time in the history of Joan School of Nursing, through my leadership, that you even went where you are in the clinical areas. Some people will just come to you and tell, are you from Joan? That school is beating everybody in the region. So I think it is for the first time that we had an MDC games here, which was held by the Joan School of Nursing under my leadership. And it was well done, and we beat them, and we even emerged the winner, the runners-up as a leader, and also as a sportsman participating in it. Now, when given an opportunity to run, I think I will do wonders, because you've seen my success. So if that one was just under the leadership of someone, so what if I am on top? Things will change. Then allow me to just say one thing. There was a question, I think we are given 2 minutes to clarify things. There was a question that she posted about us knowing the academic excellence. I think that is one of the questions, that is one of the things that when I get into office, it will be more clarifying. Here, if I may ask, how many of you knows those who did their exam last? No one will say, unless you had a friend there. Why? After the results are out, there is nowhere written that these ones are the people who did their exam and this is how they. You just hear them that the results are out. We have 2 distinctions, but you don't know where they are. You don't know who and who got the distinction. There, we need a proper communication from the administration, and that one will, when I be in office, it will be well arranged. Thank you.
Before you put the mic down,
Yes.
give me 3 core values of Joan School of Nursing.
I'll brief you on that before the end of the day.
I have questions for Ronald.
Okay.
I'll pose one of the questions that I asked Roy, before you decided to let me go and vie for presidency of Joan School of Nursing, it means that you went through the school history, you went through the administration, management, you know at least something about Joan School of Nursing. Give me the school vision of Joan School of Nursing.
The school's vision.
Yes. If it's not there, pass, and then you kama ikuji nipatie core values. At least two.
Core values.
Yes.
Two, say one.
I am from 3 to 2. At least 2.
Is commitment one of them?
Yes.
I think I can even remember commitment.
Thank you. And what are you going to do different from the outgoing president that will leave an impact of your reign as the president of Joan School of Nursing if elected?
Like I said when I started, the government of Mr. Sam was so out of touch with the student body. I think I tried to bridge that gap, the gap between the student body and the DSO administration. Yes.
How?
I don't think I will, I shall.
How? The question is how?
Through communication. Communication is key.
How do you intend to achieve that?
Yes.
And we ascertain that there is already a gap between you and your deputy, because she could not answer the question of liaising with the administration. How? If you cannot liaise with her.
Okay, so the way I will achieve that is through frequent, there will be forums, both physical and online forums. The physical ones are suggestion boxes. So those who can't access those suggestion boxes shall voice their opinions on the online forums. So perhaps we'll allocate Friday evenings, hashtag Bonga Nagaba, something like that.
Okay, and before you find, this debate was supposed to take place some time back on that. Yes, that debate.
One of them is very
No, seated there.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and now my question is, before you vie for president,
Yeah.
when people were vying for the first time, why didn't you vie for president?
You see, in let me not give that analogy. But we were a team. I know you're aware that there are two teams.
I'm not aware.
Some pseudo political parties. So my team had a leader, which is Derek. Some call him Monan. He goes by him. I call him Derek. So he was the head, and as the head, he was vying for the top seat. Now that he was Mambo Igenda Benedienda, I was like the number 2 there. So after he was out,
Number 2 meaning you are the running man.
I'm saying I was live, not I was done.
You are vying for Secretary General.
Yes.
According to the JSO Constitution, I could see that you are qualified
Yes.
and able enough to vie for the president.
Yes.
Why didn't you rise to vie for the president, owing to the fact that you are able, and those political parties, they do not reflect anywhere in the constitution, because you call them so.
Yes, they are not really.
Okay, why did you not vie for the president? Why did you not become the leader of your political front and you let Derek take the lead?
There can only be one leader, like him.
Why was it not you?
Because he was the
What makes him better than you? What makes him better than you?
For the first reason, he was in this Mr. Sam's cabinet initially. So he wanted that seat for now. It's a year. Yes. So
Okay, now you've answered my question, but let's be quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you said that he wanted he ametaka your seat for a very long time,
Yes.
for over a year. So what if the administration has wanted something for a very long time and it is in conflict with what the students want? Well, how will you go about that? Will you also give up the way you gave up your aspirations to be president, just to be SG, or what will you do?
No, I won't, because in that seat, I'll be representing the students' interest. So I won't go against their interest because...
Do you have their interest at heart now?
Yes, I do.
Did you have their interest at heart while you were vying for SG instead of president?
Yes, I do.
Okay, pass the microphone to the next. There are still questions for you, but let me talk to my brother Roy. Brother Roy,
Yes.
before you vie for president, you vie for sports, right?
Yeah.
Why were you vying for the sports for the second time, knowing that you had achieved the tremendous success that you've mentioned to us and not the president?
Success is not success until it is success.
What do you mean by that?
I achieved all those when I was just a sport secretary. So now I was a sports secretary when I was still a junior, still learning more about it. But now that I know everything inside there and everything that is needed, so I went for it so that I can strengthen it best and best.
Okay, and if you fight for sports, according to you, what was the possibility of you winning that seat?
99%.
99%. So should we say that you chose a post of comfort at the expense of the interest of Joan School of Nursing?
It was my interest because I had passion in sports. But ideally, before I told my guys what I was going to buy for, they were like, why don't you go for a top position?
Meaning you're not confident in yourself.
I think I'm answering. I'm still explaining myself. And I told them that yes, we are in a camp, like he said, like a pseudo political party. And these particular camps, we have an order and we do things in an orderly manner. So let me strengthen the sports, then we'll talk about that later.
Okay, these pseudo-political parties that he's mentioned, and you mentioned them too, do they have a constitution?
It is just something that they are not in the constitution, but it is just something.
I've asked, do they have a constitution?
Yes, not a constitution, but they have a rule.
And then how do you agree on who is going to bear the flag for this so-called pseudo-political parties?
We sit down as a committee, then we vote.
And how comes, if this committee of that part of Joan School of Nursing, which has formed this pseudo-political party, could not vote for you as the flag bearer, how do we as Joan School of Nursing now vote for you to be our president if the very political party you belong to did not choose you as their own?
Actually, they did.
Then why was your name not on the first list of candidates?
At that particular time, I was not willing due to some personal issues.
Personal issues. So does it mean that you'll sacrifice the interest of Joan School of Nursing over your personal issues?
It was at that particular time, but not this time.
What has changed?
Because the personalities are gone.
Personalities?
The personal issues are gone, and now it's
Personal
the matters
issues.
of
What
Joan.
if they re-emerge?
They can't.
Thank you, brother.
Ronald, you said both of you have confirmed that you are in a pseudo political party, and you said you are number 2.
Yeah.
And your DP was not the number 3, you were the number 2. Thank you for confirming that. Now that you are having a DP, if you are elected, would you still work with the pseudo parties number 2 as your closest ally, or you will be working with your DP now that at first you didn't recognize the first DP?
If I'm elected, I think JSO has a constitution, if I'm not wrong, right? I will work according to the constitution, which says that I am deputized by the vice chairperson.
So now once you are elected, you will be teaching the vehicle that took you to that position. You will not be going according to their wish or their will. You will be teaching their second in command, and now you will be working with the one that you are elected with.
If I was to go by, anyway, we don't have rules. Perhaps my opponent, the opponent to the party has rules. So if I were to follow rules, if they existed, I'd be going against the constitution. Which, one thing about me, I am an ardent believer of the law. I would do that.
Thank you. Mr. Ronald,
Yes.
both agree that you have the rule. That's why you became number 2. Number 2 cannot happen where there is no rule. Yeah, so you had rules, and you are confirming to your vehicle or to your community, the team that is going to elect you, that once you are elected, you are going to teach them, because you are not going to work with their number 2. The first leader gave you the room. He stepped down with his running mate, and you are number 2. You are recognized as number 2. You are the second in command. And now that I believe you still have second in command, now that suppose you are not first, then you still get somebody else. So it means you have a second in command. You are going to teach this person. Thank you for that. My question also is on the government, the previous government, the previous GSO. You said that you are first leader of the pseudo political party stepped down, and now you are taking over. Are you still going with the manifesto that this team has? Is it the one that you are still working with?
Not all of it. There are some elements of it that we included, we incorporated some new elements of it.
We've heard you time and time again criticizing the previous DSO.
Yes.
And you've also confirmed to us that your previous leader was a member of that DSO.
Yes.
Now that you are going to implement some of his manifestos, yet he had already failed according to you, according to what you cited. What do you expect us to, what do you expect from you now that you are going to implement some of his manifesto and you've confirmed to us that he had failed before?
I'm going to implement them because I was part of the team that formulated. They are totally different from the previous administration's manifesto, if that's what you're asking.
You confirmed that you are going to implement some of his manifestos.
Yes.
And you also confirmed to us that they failed in their government.
Yes.
How do you want to implement some of the things that failed previously?
What they failed in doing, I think they failed in implementing whatever ideas they had. You see, right now in my manifesto, if I fail to implement the part I'm saying that make my government an inclusive one, and people will judge me by that, right? People will judge me for that. So they failed as a government in implementing the manifesto, and I will implement our manifestos.
Okay, your point on the previous Sam's administration was that it was not in touch with the Joan School of Nursing.
Exactly.
Could you substantiate that claim?
How many here have ever seen?
I want you to answer without asking the crowd.
Oh, okay. So the interactions between the opportunities to interact with Mr. Pico's government were few to none, if they ever existed. We didn't have opportunities to interact with them and air our opinions as the student body.
Did you try to reach out to Mr. Pico?
People do try, even on we have a WhatsApp group, main WhatsApp group. Sometimes if opinions from not really opinions.
Did you ever reach out to him personally?
Yes, yes. There are times that I reached out to him and
He did not respond.
yeah, or his
answer.
response was ambiguous.
But he responded.
Yeah, he responded, but not responding the way he is intended.
Now let me ask you, if today you are elected as the president of Joan School of Nursing, okay, and I come to you telling you that you go and tell the administration to buy another land and build some school, okay, build some big story building, okay, will you go to the administration with that?
No, it has to be some realistic thing.
How sure can we know that whatever you brought to Mr. Pio was realistic and not unrealistic? That's why he responded the way he did.
Should I provide evidence?
And not really, but yeah.
The only way you can be sure is to see. And,
you know, you are only right in your own opinion.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, this manifesto.
yeah.
So if you did reach out to him and he responded, then the question of them losing touch with the student is vague. Are we all agreeing with that? That's vague because he responded.
Not to all
How do you
inquiries.
How do you know that he did not respond to all?
There are some he knows. There are some that he ignores.
Him only.
He's the only one that.
Did you have a class representative?
Yes, yes, we do.
And did you try to air out your concerns to your class
I
representative?
don't think the class representatives form a part of the SEC. There is some.
Are they going to be part of your?
Actually, you should answer that
of
because you
your-
are going to already. I'm sure that's why you
The executive council.
The question is,
Yeah.
this you want to be the president
Yes.
of Joan School of Nursing, right?
Yes.
And class representatives are leaders,
Yes, they are.
okay? And they are like the grassroots leaders.
Yeah.
How do you intend to incorporate them in your council?
Perhaps by inviting them to some of the meetings.
Some of the meetings. You said you go by the name.
Yes.
And I've tried to go through your constitution. That is not included. How do you intend to go about that?
Maybe.
Not maybe, tell us, Ashwari.
Yes. You remember my point on suggestion boxes? And
Yes.
yeah, so they can utilize that channel of communication.
So that is how you are going to include your grassroots leaders
Yes.
in your council.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ronald,
Yes, the,
do you believe in gender equality?
yes.
Suppose today you are not valid or qualified to be the president. Would you step down for your DP? Or would you propose a different person?
I would step down for her if she meets the criteria prescribed by the Constitution.
So it means as at now, she doesn't meet the criteria.
To be the chairperson of the JSO, she does not.
She doesn't.
Yes.
Do you believe in gender equality for the second time?
Yes, I do.
If you believe in gender equality, why did you go for her? Yet there are other ladies who would as well serve as your president and somebody who cannot serve in your position. Because I believe deputy is somebody who will deputize you even when you are not around. So why would you go for someone who does not qualify to sit on your seat? Do you think it is kind of inferiority?
The
complex?
Constitution says that for you to vie, for you to qualify as a candidate for the chairperson seat, you need to have completed at least 6 months in school. Is that wrong?
I don't know, tell me.
It's what the Constitution prescribes. March 2025 class. Have they really finished have they spent 6 months of it in school? So that's the reason why I can't let her rule. The Constitution actually won't allow her, not me.
The Constitution would allow us, and you stated it very well. My question is,
Yeah.
there are other ladies who are qualified. Why didn't you go for them? Why did you just opt for her?
I believe
Yet
she
you
has.
said if she's qualified, somehow you are also doubting her capability.
I am not doubting. I have stated clearly.
Why
That she's
did you go for other
Not
ladies?
incompetent. It's not a matter of competence.
What
It's
is
a
it?
matter of the time spent in school. I think it was.
That time spent in school, it spells out competence.
Yes. Not really competent.
Please tell us why didn't you go for other ladies who are competent enough?
I believe she has qualities of
Thank you for that. My other question is about academics. I told you according to your manifesto, you are only going to provide for us 10%. And you've not agreed with me.
Yeah.
What would you do different in terms of academics in this school?
In terms of academics,
Yes.
I will try and symposium.
I want what you do different, not what you try.
No, I've not said anything about trying. I've asked for a symposium.
Tell me about it.
So I will organize symposiums with other schools to foster academic growth. You see, the way things happen before symposiums, people tend to compete internally before a few are chosen to go represent our school in such competition. So such activities will promote academic growth.
Do you know our current status in terms of academic growth?
Academics, I think Mwalimu can confirm. We are top 20.
Please tell us what you know.
Yeah, I think we are between 15 and 20.
In our recent NCK exam, how many got a pass?
A pass.
Yes.
I think 4 or 3.
Please tell us what you know.
4.
You're sure about that?
I'm not sure about that.
Thank you. This information was in the school WhatsApp platform, and yes, it was, and it is still there. So I don't know why you are not so concerned about academics, the academic excellence of the school, and you are so much focused in co-curriculum activity. Why do you think you are better than your opponent?
I believe the world currently is headed towards a technological era. And some of the points in my manifesto point towards that direction. Things like the portal, things like the journalism club has items like the e-journals, such things point towards technology. Yes. So I think I'm a better candidate because I'm heading towards where the world is headed.
Do you think he doesn't have those ideas in his manifesto?
I haven't seen. Perhaps he points me to one.
So you haven't seen your opponent's manifesto?
No, I haven't seen that it's headed towards a technological direction.
So me, I have a different question.
Okay.
Concerning the students' welfare in terms of mental health and drugs and substance use. How can you eradicate drugs and substance use in the schools? Yes.
That would require a liaison with the school's administration to perhaps establish counseling sessions with the students who are affected with the vice of drug abuse.
How will you know they are affected if they're not communicating?
If they are not communicating?
Yes.
I believe there are signs and symptoms, or there are effects of drug abuse where you see signs and symptoms, right? Yes, so we are nurses here, senior. I believe you can if I asked you today, you know a few people who have been affected by drugs, right? So such students might really benefit from programs such as counseling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lakini, allow me to use Kiswahili.
No problem.
Your manifesto, it does not touch anywhere kwa vitu kama the students' welfare, like well-being. You are too focused on, let's say, the internet, like school portal, journalism lab, like extracurricular activities. Your manifesto focused on, but the real issues on the ground that are affecting students currently, you have not mentioned them in your manifesto. So how do we put our trust in you when elected as a president?
I think it will benefit me and perhaps the crowd if you mention the real issues you say are affecting the students different from the ones that
You are supposed to know because you are vying.
Yes,
Before you decided to vie, you went to campaign. So you
yes, I've
campaigned.
been campaigning.
Yes. When you're going for campaigns, you are asking people, like, you know what's affecting people on the ground.
Yes.
For example, let me say Joan School of Nursing. For example, when we are going for clinical placements, in terms of maybe gloves, or not gloves. Let's put, for example, JOTRH.
Yeah.
When we are there, the lecturers don't always come to see us often as other schools.
Yeah,
Tell me something that you will do. We always look like orphans in those institutions, especially JOTRH. So tell me about, that's something that's affecting the students on the ground. Tell me what you're going to do about it. That's an example. They are very many.
Okay, so on the part of students not being visited in that area.
Not precisely, that's an example. Yes.
Welfare of the students.
Yes.
I think we will improve generally on the welfare of students if that's what you are worried about.
You think.
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
I do not think we shall.
Yes. You know, shall is mandatory.
Yes.
Yes.
It is mandatory.
I need you to be sure of your answers. Stop being I think. You know when you answer with I think, it means that you're not sure of what you're saying.
But I said we shall.
Thank you. I'm still on him. Ronald,
Yes.
do you believe students of Joan have got problems? Social problems?
Yes, they do.
And why are you asking us to tell you an example of those problems?
No, because I wanted to. She insisted on us not the manifesto. That is.
Yeah, it is not.
being,
It is not mentioned.
It's
Nothing is
not touching.
touching
It's
on
not
the
touching
students'
the
welfare.
Yes.
And I've also highlighted that only 10% of your manifesto
academics.
touch on the academics.
Yes,
So these are pertinent issues to students. Their welfare and their academics,
Yeah.
things that brought them here. And totally, there's nothing touching on the welfare. How are you going to go about them? For her, you wanted her to highlight for you an example of problems, but now you've confirmed that maybe, on your second thought, there are problems. So please tell us and be precise.
Yeah.
These problems and how you are going to go about them. Not concerning ICT, not clubs, not sports. Social welfare for the students.
Okay, so welfare issues are many, and I think generally I'll be collaborating with my welfare secretary. She's Lauren, I think she's already.
You're not so sure.
No, I'm very sure. Lauren is the welfare secretary. So currently she's collecting views from students.
So you personally did not do a background checkup on students when you were doing your campaigns? You did not?
When I was doing my campaign,
Yes.
I did not.
Thank you.
And,
That's the answer I was looking for.
You said you are going to implement your manifesto 100%.
Yes.
If Lorraine comes up with ideas concerning the welfare of the students, yet they are not in your manifesto, how are you going to implement them? And how will you hold you accountable for them? Will only hold you accountable for what you've given us. How will you hold you accountable for what you have not given us?
I am the, if elected chairperson, I shall be the one responsible for the running of the whole organization. So the buck stops with me.
My question is, how will you hold you accountable for what you did not promise us? If Lorraine comes with a problem, it is not in your manifesto, and your work is going to be based on your manifesto. How will this be achieved, and how will we hold you accountable for that?
Other than the things on the manifesto, any problems that are solvable, we shall solve those problems. So if the problems that arise brought by Lorraine or whoever it brings them, we shall solve those problems. It doesn't matter whether they are in the manifesto.
So for you, currently the problems are not there. Pass them back to him. I'm going to pose the same question to you. Do you believe students of Joan have got social problems?
Yes, they do.
And how are you going to handle them?
Oh, thank you. I think in my manifesto, all those things are highlighted there. One of them is counseling, which is highlighted there. Many of the students have a problem, and just of recent, we were being told of a story of one of our students who was absent for the duty for 5 full days. And one of the suggestions of the students was to cancel this student because you never know what is happening. So one of my agendas there is about the social well-being of the student, and this one can be success through counseling. So when I be the president, we will improve the counseling team. Currently we have a counselor, but I don't think if I don't think she's working, yes, but I don't think if we as students are making regular visit to them.
Thank you very much. In your manifesto, you've not indicated any means of communication between the students and the SO. Unlike your opponent, they mentioned the issue of suggestion box. So if the students have got issues, what channel will they follow so that they can get to you and your team for them to get help?
I think in that manifesto, there is advocacy. There is advocacy. So when I'll be there, I'll be the student advocate. I'll be like their lawyer.
Thank you very much.
Roy,
Yeah.
tell me something about clinical experience. Our clinical experience. Tell me how you're going to improve on some of the things that are touching the students right now, like currently.
I think it is highlighted in one of the things in my manifesto.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been in the clinical area for 9 months now. Personally, the challenge I face, I think also others also face. I take it like that. For instance, Joan is growing bigger, and right now, the obvious that Joan is the obvious so far, apart from Masaba, it is our biggest hospital that can absorb this number. But we can't say that it can absorb each and every one because there are also students from various institutions going to that particular facility for the same. So,
Give me a challenge and
a challenge is I will talk to the student when given a chance to be the president, and we have a chat on how we can make other hospitals more attractive so that they can absorb us. For instance, I was in KCRH when I was in first year. The group that we were with there, we really did our best. And if you go to KCRH up to date, you say about Joan School of Nursing, you will confirm the good work that we did. So it is through this good work that an hospital can allow you to be absorbed. So I will talk with our forum so that we embrace this good work. How are you doing it when you are there? So that the reports are positive so that we can be absorbed in any hospital.
Thank you. I have a question.
Yes.
Still on the clinicals.
Yeah.
Tell me how you're going to eradicate this issue that when we are in the clinicals, the students of Joan School of Nursing are being compared, or let me speak in Kiswahili, most of the mistakes wanatukashifu, but not really the students of Joan School of Nursing doing them, but we're being compared, like we're being wanatuchanganyisha na St. Catherine's, for example. How are you going to do away with that?
Okay, thank you. I was one of the victims in that particular area. And they even called the administration. But it is always good to be firm with what you did. If you didn't do something, don't let somebody force you that you do it in order to prove something. But you stand firm with your thing. But there is a time that you have to bend low. So, students are, if you are a student, you know how you have to talk to one another. And I think students understand a student more than a student can understand a teacher or a lecturer. So it is just a conversation that you have as a group through the leadership, because each and every ward, if you are moving in a ward, you are a leader. Through this leader, you can come up with a solution to this particular problem. Yeah.
Okay, tell me how you're going to do away with this issue of, let's say for example, Aga Khan. The students there are known for being porters, kazi yao ni kutumwa, ni kama ward clerks. They are not there for learning, they are not there for doing the procedures. Tell me how you're going to...
Actually, me personally, I think we are doing KRN in nursing, and according to the little knowledge I have about KRN, or the knowledge I have about KRN, we should be rotating in a level 5, level 6 hospitals. Aga Khan, for instance, it is mostly in quotes. It is mostly for those who are in quotes. So I think they don't see the impact of some of our students to help those patients or to give a service to these particular patients. So that's why I'll be advocating for us to go for other hospitals so that we get experience, because at the end, the main aim of us going to the clinical rotation is not to Kutuma, but it's about gaining gaining experience and gaining further knowledge, or practicing what you've been doing in school.
Okay. How are you going to make sure that the students who are at the clinical placements adhere to the rotas. For example, at JOT or at VCRH or at KCRH. How are you sure that all the students are disciplined, they are following the rota, they are in the clinical placements? How are you going to keep tabs with those who are the placements and the ones who are here? Mostly the ones who are the.
Thank you. I think before absconding duty, most of the students usually communicate. They will say, kesho sitakuwa cover for me. So it is through their leaders that we can stop this, because most of them don't abscond duty without others knowing. Atasema cover for me, sitakuwa. So from this sitakuwa is where we can solve this problem, because this problem cannot be solved by the administration, but it is a problem that is among students, so we can solve it by ourselves.
Thank you.
Just before we take Mr. Roy,
Yes.
who is responsible of the students in the clinical area?
The clinical instructors.
Clinical instructor, you sure about that?
Yeah, so in the student area, like us,
So in the clinical area, who is responsible for the students?
for the student in particular, yeah, I think it is the
Answer
agent
me, in charge.
in charge.
Why did you say clinical instructor first?
Oh, I didn't.
Okay, now, apart from that, now you've said that students before absconding duty, they will inform their colleagues. Okay?
Yeah.
They will inform their colleagues.
Some.
Okay. Just the fact that we've ascertained that the one responsible for students in the clinical area is the in charge. And I do idea that the students in their colleagues or the leader of the group is right.
I think it is right, because the in charge is in charge. The affairs are part of the team of the ward, so it is the overall in charge. But now, when now we are students, among the students in that particular ward, we have our representatives. So if you are not going to duty, you can report it to this particular student. Then this particular student, the leader, channel it to the in charge. And if permission is granted, then you can go ahead. But if the permission is not granted, if you've not been given the permission, then the leader should report it back to the student, so that he can go and say it to the in charge himself. Then they can solve it.
So, if in case I have a very pressing issue, I've reported it to my group leader, and he or she has addressed that to the in charge, and the in charge has not given an immediate response. And remember, the issue I'm having that I need to attend to, maybe I have a child who is sick, and that is a really emerging issue that I have to address immediately. If the in charge delays in the response,
You have an option. We have a school now. You can call the school, the clinical instruction. They are always going. Right now, I think.
okay, Mr. Roy,
Yeah.
the point I want you to see is that the in charge of the ward is responsible for the student. When the clinical instructor takes you to the ward, he hands you over to the clinical, to the unit in charge.
Yeah.
Okay? And now you as a person, you should be addressing the in charge directly, not through your group leader. Your group leader is just to coordinate you. But you having an issue through your group leader to your in charge, that is not the right way. That was just to make a clarity. But then, okay, I have a question for you. And it is a very simple question. And maybe the last question that I will ask you, okay? The last question that I will ask you. Now, Mr. Joan, how do you plan to handle conflicts and disagreements among students, between student and student? And then question 2, how do you plan to address conflicts between students and administration. You have 2 minutes to answer that.
Conflicts within student and student, you can approach it through various ways. One of it is
How will you approach it?
I
What
will
options?
approach-
How will you approach
I will approach it through different ways. One of the ways is having a dialogue. By talk,
Which question are you answering? The first one or the second one?
the first one,
Okay.
having a dialogue with this particular student. That now it is this thing that is bringing a disagreement, and after all, it doesn't help us for the purpose that we are here. So no need of you continuing this particular.
So you are telling us that you will make them know that their source of conflict is a non-issue.
Not really.
That's what you say.
Not really. Then maybe you've not understood what I'm saying.
Okay, make me understand.
Let me make you understand. But what I'm saying is that you let these people, someone can do something minus aware if you are not aware. But any cases have the consequences. Now you tell them this consequence.
Okay. You said you'll address the conflict by letting them know the consequence of the conflict they're having.
And cancel it.
And cancel it. Okay. How will you address conflict between the administration and the students?
Actually, me personally, an administration is bigger than a student.
Okay.
So you can't fight something that is bigger than you.
The question is, how do you handle conflict between the students and the administration?
That is where I'm coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
how I can handle this, I make this student aware on how to channel various issues through the administration and who to approach at this particular time. We have the dean of students. If there is any quarrel or any misunderstanding among the student and the particular lecture, then there is a way to do it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Actually, what to do. Ronald,
Yes,
have you ever been to clinical areas?
yes, I have.
Have you ever had any challenge?
Have I ever?
Had any challenge while in the clinical area?
Challenges?
Yes.
Yes, various.
Do you believe those challenges were addressed, or the students are still current to you facing them?
Most of them are still faced by students.
Thank you for confirming that. When you were coming up with your manifesto, do you think it was an ideal thing to include issues of clinical areas? Because you faced those challenges, they still exist, they have never been touched. But as the president, you've not mentioned anywhere how you are going to handle them. Do you want the students to continue facing them?
No, I do not want them to continue facing.
Why didn't you include any of those in your manifesto? Or do you think they were not that important?
No, they were important. And I won't want them to continue facing them. I think there is a point there on the collaboration with other organs of the GSO. The last point number 7.
It is about oversight.
Yes.
Oversight.
Yeah.
Oversight is like auditing.
Uh,
Ama to supervise.
the explanation there speaks on collaborating with other departments, like the welfare department in that case.
As I said earlier,
Yeah.
it's majorly talking about accountability, which is an oversight thing and also auditing thing. But towards the end, you mentioned collaboration.
Yes.
That is, does it mean that being the collaboration part, it is your number last, and it is in your last, almost your last statement? do you think these issues of clinical areas wouldn't have been in your number one because you faced them and they still exist?
Yeah, just to clarify, that the listing of the manifestos isn't in the order in which I will implement them. So, being that it's number 7 doesn't mean that it will be implemented last.
Actually, the listing is according to priorities. When you do the listing, normally you do the listing according to priorities.
Okay, so...
And according to you, the priority is how we'll be feeding. So issues of clinical areas, not clearly mentioned, but there is a statement about it is there.
Yeah,
so do you think it is not a major thing compared to issues of food?
It's a major thing.
Why didn't you make it maybe number one or somewhere closer to number one?
Yes?
I'm asking, why did you prefer the issues of food over the issues of clinical areas where you yourself have confirmed that you met some challenges?
Yes, and I'm trying to clarify that the order in which the manifestos appear doesn't signify the implementation. The implementation will be done according to importance.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If you have a vehicle,
Yes.
and Caroline here is sick, seriously sick,
Yeah.
and we wish to go to the hospital, and me on the other hand, I want to go to town, whom would you take first?
Carol,
Why?
the urgency of the matter.
The urgency of the matter, and that's what brings us to your manifesto listing. You list things according to the urgency. So according to you, issues of food were so urgent compared to problems that the students are facing at the clinical areas.
No, they were.
My last question, and still I'm clarifying that issues of clinical areas were not your priority. Number one, you've not highlighted them.
Yes.
Number two, you've just mentioned them in your statement, which is also not direct. Thank you for not taking good care of our welfare or considering our welfare, but this is not a personal question, but suppose you lose today.
Suppose that?
Suppose you lose in the coming election. How will you continue supporting the student leadership elect?
Through any means available.
Please be specific.
If they call upon me perhaps to advise or any role they give me, I would be willing to support if my brother here wins. That's what you're asking, right?
That's how you will support if called upon.
Yeah.
Do you think some of these manifestos would be beneficial to the team that would win?
Yes.
And why is it not that you'd try to talk to them so that they incorporate a few that would be beneficial to the students?
Yeah.
You would only wait for them to call you.
No, you know, how do I put it? You can't, if you haven't been invited to a table, can you go to that table?
You said one of the ways that you make Joan a success is through communication.
Yes.
And you said even in the last government, you tried communicating to them.
Yeah.
Why would you wait for this current government to call you, but not you going to them?
I will communicate, so the ball will be in their court.
You said you'll be waiting for them to invite you to the table. Why would you do that? Yes, you tried it with the previous government.
Okay, let's be clear. I will reach out to them. So if they want me as an advisor or any role they give me after I reach out to them, I'll be willing to work with them.
Roy,
Yes.
if you lose today,
Yes.
what support would you give the government elect?
I will give them my manifesto. That being that their manifesto does not include most of the student affairs. And mine, they are there. I will just hand it there over to them and explain to them how they can go about them. Yeah.
Roy,
Yes.
what message do you have for students who feel disconnected from the JSO? What message do you have for the students who feel disconnected from the JSO?
Like your opponent, yeah.
I don't understand the question. Can you elaborate on it?
Inaweza niambia nini?
Like, you remember Ronald explaining that the outgoing government was not so much in touch with the students. So, what message do you have for the students who feel disconnected from the JSO?
What message I can, just like the example you said, that whenever he had some issues and reported it to the working government, they were not addressed as he wanted. So I think the message I can give them that in any case you have a problem, find a way, find a nice way of addressing this particular problem so that it make a lot of sense and try to be somehow reasoning before giving this particular point.
Are you going to be someone who is approachable? Like, are you going to be willing to communicate with people? You know, being a leader, as a leader, you need to have qualities. You also need to have boundaries. And you also need to be able to be in touch with the people who you are leading. So just give me just one way that you'll be able to connect with some of the students who feel disconnected.
Thank you. I think among the last, the outgoing JSO, I was the most approachable leader. So this will be not an issue to me now that I'm going to be on the job, because I think I've been approaching each and every student. Though you can confirm from your class, even when we've never met before, when I meet you guys in the clinical areas, I've been more approachable and I do interact with you guys. So it is easy to give me or to raise your concern, and I can take action immediately.
Thank you. Ronald, I'm posing to you the same question.
Yeah.
What message do you have for students who feel disconnected from the JSO?
From the JSO.
Yes.
Students like me. My message would be that, let me see.
Not students like you are the president.
Yes.
Oh, if I'm the president.
Yes, if elect.
I will tell them that channels of communication are open. They can voice their opinion as much as they want without fear or failure, and we will listen to them.
And currently, you as a student,
Yeah.
are you approachable? Like, do you have relations?
Yeah.
Are you acquainted with some of the students?
Yes.
Ama saa zile zenye kwa clinical so huko unatembea, like you're not
I am
in
very,
touch with some of the
I am
students.
very approachable.
Are you sure?
I am very sure.
Thank you.
You said you are approachable.
Yes.
Yet you are in a pseudo political party. Do you think your opponent can approach you easily?
They should actually. Very easy to approach.
Okay, Mr. Ronald,
Yes.
have you seen your opponent's manifesto?
Yes. I have the opportunity to go through some of them.
Okay, what do you find erroneous inaccurate or inachievable in this manifesto?
Oh, the point on community outreach. I think, like we've mentioned here, there are enough problems already in school. I don't think there might be time to reach out to the community with the kind of with the problems within schools still dealing with it.
Okay, and your deputy was there,
Yeah.
and she was asked the question of on community activities
Yeah.
that are the JSO can do to help to create stronger bonds with the community. Because one of the things that we know very well is that during School of Nursing, we still depend on the outside community for various things. For example, we request football pitch from St. Gabriel's. That's part of the community, right?
Yeah.
We request football pitch from Sianda. That's part of the community.
Yeah.
So if at all we have already enough problems that we cannot involve the community, does it mean that now the law which you so said in bold, that you are a lover of the law and you are a follower of the law, and your deputy is supposed to come up with activities that involve the community? Do you tell us that now that is now not part of the law, or what are you trying to tell us at this point?
You are asking whether the ability of my deputy to...
Not the ability of your deputy. You say that we already have enough problems, that we do not need the community's problem. And yet your deputy should come up with activities that involve the community. What do you have to say about it?
I'm still not getting it. What exactly are you asking?
Have you gone through the JSO constitution?
Yeah.
Do you know the roles of the DP?
The roles of the deputy?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of them is to organize community activity or an activity that can benefit the community. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
When you were selecting your DP, did you discuss that with her?
The roles?
Yes, her roles, including that one.
I didn't discuss the roles of the deputy.
So, do you think your DP is competent enough?
Yes, she is competent enough. Perhaps she forgot the activities.
Your deputy is not competent enough because one of our roles is to come up with activities that will benefit the community. And when we asked about her plans, she had nothing. And now you are also confirming to us that, Joan, we have enough problems for ourselves that we cannot include the community problems. Yet, in return, we want community's favor. Are you being fair?
Yes, I'm being fair. What I'm trying to say is, you guys have told me, you told me that we have very many problems, which is true, right?
I've not told you any.
I did not.
So,
we asked you if there are problems and you confirmed there are.
Yes, there are issues, right? Yeah, so don't you think we should try and solve that first?
Tell us about it. What do you think?
I think we should try and solve this.
In the process of solving these problems, you engage the community. What do you give them in return?
I think, yeah, maybe they can go hand in hand, but you can't tell me that we share our issues.
I want you to confirm to me.
Yeah.
Is your DP competent enough? Or
Yes.
if given a chance,
Yeah.
you'd maybe go for the second in command in your pseudo political party.
My DP is competent.
Yet she doesn't know her roles, and we are going to elect her a day after tomorrow.
What was Sahab? See, even in exam, you can't get her.
What was how if they already know, but in this case, she doesn't know.
Have an idea.
She doesn't know her roles.
Perhaps in this stage, like, we can't the brain.
You didn't discuss her role with her.
Yes.
The only thing you checked was if she's qualified.
Yeah.
So you picked her based on her qualification, but you didn't pick her based on the competency. Her competency is questionable. You picked her because she qualified,
Yeah.
but you didn't pick her because of her competency. She's not competent because she doesn't know her roles. She doesn't know what she's going to do in that office. And one of the roles is community activity, which she's not even preempting one. You are also confirming that they are not important. That means your deputy will be doing no job.
No.
No
Because
job.
of some of the questions, actually some of the questions that we were asking her, she was not sure about any of the implementations of the manifestos that we had. Yes. She did not know anything about implementing. You know, you can come with the manifesto. I don't deny.
Yeah.
You can come with the manifesto. But then when I ask you, how are you going to implement? Like, how are you going to make that manifesto come to life?
Yeah.
You have no clue. So what's the point of the manifesto?
About the manifesto, we discussed with her.
But she does not have any idea or any
It's
clue.
just stage fright. She's still young. Stage fright.
So will you be let me quote, utakuwa unamtetea kwa kazi yake every time she goes wrong? Will you be doing that every time?
Now that is where point number 7 comes in. Oversight.
Still, we do not put our, we do not know our faith in your hands, if elected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Robert,
Yes,
would you agree with me that one of your character traits is to use people, and once you get what you want, you use them?
not really.
For instance, you said you have a pseudo political party
Yeah.
who gave you the tickets to buy,
Yeah.
and they're the people who are supporting you. You believe they're the people who are going to vote for you.
Yeah.
And you confirmed to us that once you are elected, you'll be working with the GSO constitution, which does not recognize them. At that point, you'll be ditching them. The GSO does not recognize them, and you'll be implementing that constitution in totality.
Yeah, they are aware.
They are aware of that you're using them to get elected, and you ditch them.
It is a
Thank you for confirming that.
I'm not
The second question.
Yeah.
The second question is the same on using people. It is now clear that you are using also your DP to get to the office. Because number one, you chose her and you didn't highlight for her roles. Number two, you chose her and you didn't share with her the manifesto. So she's not. Now, for example, we asked about the suggestion box, how you will implement the suggestion box at clinical areas. And she said it is not possible. We also asked about the community activity, and she said she's not aware of that, she's not so sure. So it means you chose her for you to get to the seat, and once you are there, you do not need her anymore because he doesn't know her roles. The same way you are going to reach your political party.
It's not a party.
It is. They're the people who endorsed you. You said you took over after the first
You are saying it's
year.
a political party.
Pseudo-political party,
Yes.
that's what you said.
Pseudo.
Yes.
Yes.
But they're the people who are going to get you to the seat. And I believe they are here. They are hearing you, they are listening to you. But now you are confirming to them that once you are elected, you will be done with them.
But they formulate part of the students' body and that representing their interests.
We are,
So
what we are
the argument of
asking,
me
you
teaching
know,
them is null and void.
when they endorsed you, you shared their views.
Yes.
They believed in you.
Yeah.
And once you are in the office, they expect you also to still recognize them as the
Yes.
people who made you there.
Yes.
Now that when you get to the office, you will be focusing on the GSO constitution.
But with
The agreement you had with them will now be null and void.
Let me ask
Don't ask me. I just want you to confirm to us this character trait that now you portray to us clearly, that you as a person, you are so good in using people to get what you want. Once you get it, you are done with them. And the two scenarios I've given you.
So, your idea is that I am only using this as a vehicle, then once I'm in office, I don't. These are students, and it is their interest I'm going to represent. So the idea of me dumping them is neither here nor there.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Roy.
Yes.
Mr. Ronald. Okay, thank you for trying to be that clear.
Yeah.
And I think we've asked a lot of questions to the candidates. Okay, and I think it is time that we hear from the students themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. These are the members of the pseudo political party.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Mr. Roy, we are waiting for you. Okay. Now, at this moment, we want to hear questions from you. These are our presidents to be. Any of them can be our president tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And if at all they are elected, if at all you elect any of them to be the president, that's going to be the face of Joan for the next 1 year. Now, it is a time that we get to know what stuff they are made of. See them? Yes. And now it is time, I want a reaction from this side of the audience. And it seems like Mr. Uko has a question. Yes, Mr. Uko has a question. And she has a question. A question. Yeah, there are a lot of questions, right? And now, let me begin with Mr. Uko. Pass this mic. And someone to be writing it down. Let me begin with Mr. Uko.
My first question goes to Mr. Roy. Roy, this is a nursing school, and I know you know it's licensed by the nursing council, right? Do you know some of the requirements of the nursing council and its curriculum objectives for a nursing school? That is one. The next question. That is based on the things you got from your manifesto. So, hope you answer if you know the requirement of the nursing council in relation to the extracurricular activities that students should be engaging themselves in. Now, for Ronald, on also the manifesto, at about 29th August last year, the Joint School of Nursing posted a strategic plan in your WhatsApp group. Did you bother for If you did, I would like you to know immediately you plan for a bus and what is the cost, estimated cost of the development of the capital strategic plan, because it was there in the plan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The next question, yes. If your question has been asked, please let's save us some time.
Yes, thank you very much. I believe all of you know me here. So, one of you was heard saying in court that the administration told me to file. And on the same, we heard that another member who applied for this position was disqualified without reason. Then, furthermore, you are vying from the same class. So, do you believe in unity? My question is about unity. Do you believe in unity? And tell us how you are going to unify students after these remarks I just made now.
Okay. I am the one giving chances for people to ask questions. You have the mic. Pass it forward. Pass it forward. I am the chair. Pass it forward, please.
I believe everyone will be here. My question to the board candidates, do you believe in the existence of Johnson Constitution? And this is the first question. Second question, if you do, what are you going to do to change Article 34, which talks about candidates fee vetting, one which both of you have violated? Mkatengumu, Berea, do you stick on the words?
Okay, thank you. I believe the question has been. Okay, please. Let's move on.
I'm going to inform him what he doesn't know. One, on the
we don't have much time.
Since I started question, here.
Ask questions, pass the mic.
And then he just finish the question so that he can answer. One, when you say hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya chai, September 2023 class, fee was increased from 132 to 137. The then SRC, we sent them to present our grievances. None of the grievances were taken into consideration. Do you still believe hakuna mkate ngumu mbele ya chai?
You are not. Okay. You've not been given chance to answer the questions yet.
Another question.
Please. Let's practice it. Okay.
Another question. You criticize some of yours regime, which I am in line with you. I do also criticize. You say your pseudo political party leader and then was Onana, very famous. How could you allow someone who was in a regime that you personally criticize to lead you? Why don't you? That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
And let's be quick. A maximum is 2 questions per person.
Okay, I have one question to both of them. I think you know there exist leadership styles. So, do you know any, at least 3 from both of you? And if you know, which one are you bringing to us? Thank you.
Okay, from this side. Pass the mic. Let's begin with her, then we'll get the last question from brother at the back there.
Okay, I have it's a question that will be in 2 parts. I believe leadership starts with a community, and community starts with a family. Both of you come from the family of Joan 2020, March 2024. When both candidates were nullified, as a family, huwa mnajua alida akitaka kuanguka ama kusimama, they go back to the family. We start as a family of Joan 2023. We gave a floor, and then we gave both of you opportunity because we wanted one leader from the class so that there could be no rivals. So my question first to Roy, why didn't you stand that day and say to me, I want to be this, to take this position, and then to Okaj, if Roy and his mama that day, would you have stepped down or would you have just stayed to him?
Okay, I want us to have some perspective here as we ask questions. The chance that we are having to ask questions, let us ask questions that are more of general matters that are affecting Joan School of Nursing. Okay? The question on their intentions of vying for the seat, I believe that question we had already asked, and they answered or fumbled with the answer. Are we together? So let us stick to questions that are affecting Joan School of Nursing. Okay? Let us talk of students' welfare. Let us talk of academics. Let us talk of skills lab. Let us talk of those other things. But now talking on the intention of vying, we had already asked that question. Are we agreed? Because as you can see, time is not on our side. It is already 5:15. Sawa. Yes. Let the microphone go to our brothers on the right there.
Thank you very much. My name is Sam, for those who do not know me. And my question, the first one, Mr. Roy, is about your manifestos. And I just want to ask about the student group. You say there will be regular and open forums and transparent for the students. And how sure are you that the voices will be heard and implemented after the students have brought their claims to you? The second question goes to Mr. Ronald. You say that you want to bring the first talk show in Joan. Talk show sometimes is called a cafeteria. And you said it wants to be the first one. So the question is, how are you going to? I mean, it's going to get up. Where will the funds be directed to? And if, is it going to be a private or a personal business, or is it going to be a student's business? Thank you.
Okay, I believe that question has been noted down and you had the question. Is there any person I'm closing out? Okay, I'm seeing 2 hands. These are the last people to speak, to ask questions. Are we together?
Okay, I'm being a chairman. My question goes here. How are you going to ensure that we have a functional lab?
Functional skill stuff.
I have 2 questions.
Okay.
Roy,
I think this one we should answer me.
you are given a chance to reject an account right now. Will you refuse? Like right now in your place, you make a account. Sahi umekuwa kesho account ataka.
That's yes or no, you can answer that.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Utakata.
Sitakata.
But you say that an account is for the working class, but not for the practicing students.
I said in what?
No. Second question.
The question is asked and answered.
I want you to.
It's a question.
I want you to identify one gap that was in the previous administration that you are in. And what if the chance, if that gap arises in your new administration, how will you go about it? Thank you.
Okay, now I see we are having a number of questions. And okay, allow me to repeat you the questions so that okay, okay, number 1, Troy, you were asked requirements from NCK for nursing school. Ronald, you were asked on strategic plan and costs for implementation of the strategic plans. Then there is this statement that he mentioned that admin told me to buy from same class, do you believe in unity? Then there was a question on Article 36 of the JSO Constitution, which how do you implement Constitution? Then Ronald, you were asked on no mkate mbele ya chai, hakuna mkate gumu mbele ya chai. And that was tied to the question of fee increment. That was there was an outcry from the students, and it seems like the outcry did not go further than the amount. Then how do I allow someone who had failed to lead you? That is on the pseudo-political parties, right? That someone had failed, and now you let them lead and not you. I believe that question had already been asked, right?
Yeah.
yeah, and you try to give your answers. So I believe that question we will not go back to that again. Then you are asked on your leadership style. Each of you was told to give us the leadership style that you intend to use on us as the Joan School of Nursing. Then Roy, you were asked on regularity of the forums, how the voices heard will be implemented. Ronald, you were asked on the tuck shop that you intend to bring to Joan. And the question, if I heard well, was pegged on the direction of funds that will be solicited from the tuck shop. And is it private or a public thing that is owned by the students? Then there was a question on how will we have a functional skills lab. A functional skills lab that is, it forms part of both of your manifestos, so I believe you give us an answer to that. Then Roy, you were asked on gaps in the previous administration, which you were part of, and how would you handle peradventure these gaps appear again in the administration if you are elected president and these gaps appear again in your administration, how you go about it. Now let's begin from the first question was to Roy. Requirements from NCK for nursing school, and it was linked to co-curricular activities. Yes, Mr. Roy, you have the mic.
Okay, thank you.
Be quick, 1 minute.
I think the NCK allows the progress of the co-curriculum activities, and we are allowed to participate in various co-curriculum activities. That's why even the campuses, they do participate in co-curriculum activities.
You were asked which ones are as per the requirement of the NCK for a nursing school.
We have ball games. Ball games.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Roy. Mr. Ronald.
Yes.
You were asked on the strategic plan of the school. Did you get to see it?
No, I haven't gotten to see it.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue to the next question. Okay. There was a question that went to attack Article 36 of the Constitution of JSO, and I'll begin from you, Ronald. How do you implement the Constitution? Owing to the fact that one of the members, one of your constituents, has identified that the Constitution has not been followed as far as we are here today.
So when it comes to implementation of the Constitution, I think I will implement the Constitution to the letter.
Implementing the Constitution to the letter.
Yeah.
And you could not ensure that the Constitution is followed now that you're being elected into office.
That I think the buck stops with the current custodian of the Constitution.
But if at all the irregularities or the non-compliance with the Constitution will cost you this seat, how would you handle that?
If whatever, I believe what he was asking about was the fees, candidate fees.
Wait, we are still on JSO Constitution Article 36.
Okay.
Yes. Are you familiar with Article 36 of JSO?
It touches on elections, I think.
Touches on the composition and establishment of the JSO Electoral
Yeah.
Commission.
Yes.
Under that C, it says 5 student commissioners appointed through a competitive process.
Yes.
Did you ever see any competitive process?
No, I didn't.
How would you ensure that is done?
I would ensure that is done by, first of all, the organization would be dissolved in the last AGM. Actually, it's only one AGM. In the AGM, at the end of the annual general meeting, you dissolve the JSO, then you appoint practically the JEC, Johnson Electoral Commission, to oversee the election and all that.
I I believe
Yes.
it's appointed through a competitive. How
Thank you.
that students are included in this competitive process?
How students should be included in that competitive process? I think there is a provision for that in the ceremony.
But it's not addressed.
I think you are now talking to Mr.
I'm
Sam.
asking as the, I believe
I will ensure that I do that. I will
Okay,
ensure
let's
that.
order house. Now, the question was on Article 36, which address election process of Joan School of Nursing.
Yeah.
And you've been asked on how you go about to implement the constitution,
Yeah.
which has already been trampled underfoot before you are elected or in the process of your election.
Yes.
Okay? And you've told us that you implement the constitution to the letter.
Yes.
So you, in other words, you're telling us that when you're elected, this constitution that we have
Yeah.
will be followed to the letter. Will you think
Mm.
to change some articles of the constitution?
Changing the articles of the Constitution, I think that's up to us as the student body generally. That's
You're part of the students' board. you're
yes,
part-
yes. So that's not a decision I will make as a person. Yeah, I will consult.
Do you think?
Yes.
Do you think that some articles of the constitution need some change? Thank you. Let's go to the next question, Mr. Roy. Okay, we are talking on regular forums. Regular forums. That was an integral part of your manifesto. Yeah, an integral part of your manifesto. You talked of students' representation and advocacy, and you talked of open forums, holding regular forums. And the same question went to your deputy, that how often do you intend to hold these open forums and the feasibility of holding them, owing to the fact that we are a nursing school where some students are in the clinical area and others are in class.
Okay, thank you. I think the world is now digital, and if there is an issue, I think we have WhatsApp groups where we can hold a meeting. So it is unfortunate that we students, we don't have a common WhatsApp group without the lectures. We only have a WhatsApp group with the lecturer, the common one with the lecturer. But there are some students who find it difficult to air their issues when in presence of the lecturers. So
how are you going to address this?
How I'm going to address it is the first day is sworn in as the president. I will create a group that will encourage all the students, apart from the main groups where the lecturer are there. So I think from there they can air their grievances.
Okay, come. And do you understand the meaning of an open forum?
Yes, I do.
What does it mean to you?
What it means to me is that it is a place that is free, that you can air your issues freely without being controlled.
Should the lecturers and the administration be part of the open forum?
After the discussion, after you air your issues, we discuss them today. We discuss among the students. Then we come up with the final thing that we present now to the lecturer, so that they can see what we want to discuss.
So is it still open when the lecturers are locked out?
Now, if we want the end of it, we have to share it out, because you can't, not unless it is something.
We are talking about the open forum, okay?
Yeah.
Is it still open when the lecturers are locked out?
If there is a need, only if there is a need.
Okay, thank you. On suggestion boxes in the clinical areas that was mentioned by your running mate, did you have that as part of your agenda?
It is not a suggestion box in the clinical area, but it is not a suggestion box in the clinical areas. I think it was asked about the
how to address the advocacy of the student.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ronald,
Yes.
your taction seems like you want us to eat very well as Joan's blog master. Okay, now your taction. What will be the direction of the profits that will be raised from the taction?
Okay, the funds will be directed to the organization's account. Students' organization account.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Will it be private or student or public?
No, it will belong to the organization.
It will belong to the organization.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that brings me to the question which we had asked you are running. Peradventure, these tax shop succumb to a financial difficulty, a financial hurdle that it cannot recover from.
Yeah.
How do you go about this?
It's business. Businesses, there are profits and losses. So, what we do, we regroup and, like they say, count our losses and learn from them. Perhaps look for other means of recouping that money.
Okay. What do you have to say about our current ITA report?
Our current ITA report?
Yes.
Oh, you mean here?
Yes.
Okay. I would say that very few people know of it, I think.
Very few people know of it.
Yes, yes. They haven't involved students, perhaps, regarding their ideas. Most of their items are priced similarly to the eateries outside.
The prices are not similar to the eateries outside.
Yes, yes.
So why would you not think of improving the one that we are having and instead you think of bringing a new one?
Because the new one will start afresh with the students.
Will start afresh with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
students.
It will have a more. Students will identify more with it than with this one.
How will the tax shop? How will the tax shop?
Yes.
Assist or address the needs of those in clinical areas? Or what plan do you have in terms of swallowship of those who are in clinical areas?
No, the tax shop serves only those in school, in class. Yes, those in session.
Do you have any plan for those who are in clinical areas?
Sasa hiyo ni ile tumetenda.
Okay. Final question, though it's quite straight.
Yeah.
Students are living in the hostel here, some are living outside. Okay.
Yeah.
What plan do you have as far as student accommodation is concerned?
Student accommodation. Perhaps that's more of an administrative issue, but I would like an idea, or I would like an event where there is a hostel much larger than this, and that acts as a focal point where students live. Yes, a community.
Okay, and still, you don't need to answer it, and still you insisted that we need to have a bus instead of building. Okay, how are we going to, how do you think, not you think, what plan do you have as far as a functional skills lab is concerned?
A functional skills lab? More time should be allocated for, in the timetable.
How much time do we have for skills lab in our current timetable?
Currently, our class doesn't have any time in the timetable for skills lab.
You do not have?
Yes.
Which unit? The unit that you are doing does not include skills lab?
Yes, yes.
So why do you need skills lab for units that doesn't require skills lab?
I think, I'm not speaking for my class alone. There are units, perhaps, like the one that my deputy.
Which unit?
It's called Fundamentals of Nursing. Yes. How many lessons did we attend while in that unit, while doing that unit? I think it was only us. Okay. So
I think
we are
the
locating
location
more
is
time.
fixed, so we cannot really get a definite
Yes,
answer
yes,
to that.
yes.
But now, how are we going to have a functional skills lab?
A functional skills lab.
Yes.
Ensure that we have perhaps more resources and
More
also
resources.
allocate more time.
And time.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. And pass it to Ronald, please. Roy. Okay. Mr. Roy, how do you think we are going to have a functional skills lab at Joan School of Nursing? Do we have a skills lab?
Yes, we have a skills lab.
Is it functional?
Yes, it is functional because it has equipment and we have the tutor for it. So
to you, the skills lab is already functional, so this question does not apply.
it's applied. The only thing, the question it is functional,
What
but now
improvements
we increase the functionality of it.
How?
For instance, he said that right now, my class, the current block 2 where we need skills lab because we are doing delivery of stocks and delivery. We need to know how to do delivery, and that one you can't do it in class. We need a skills lab to do it. So we have to have something called the calendar of events, or I mean the timetable, where we include these things that at the end of this particular lesson, you should go to the skills lab and practice whatever is being taught. Yeah.
Thank you. And Roy is still on you. There were gaps in the previous administration. Is that true?
But
Were there gaps in the previous administration which you were part of?
yeah, it is true.
Okay, and which, if those gaps did appear in your administration as President Roy, how would you address them? How would you handle them?
They won't appear because I know they are there and I know I'll deal with them.
You deal with things which won't appear.
They won't appear because I'll clear them out. So it was
Okay, now, example is skills lab. You are from the same class?
Yes, we do.
And you said that when you came from the clinical area, you were down in the skills lab. He didn't mention that.
He not happy.
Why you not part of it?
It was he who was down.
What happened to you?
Pardon? You know, the meeting.
How would you address, if that problem recur, how would you address it? First of all, you need to tell me why, how it happened that you came to class and there was no space for it.
We came to class and there was no space, and due to the number, the only place that could accommodate us was the skills lab. There was delay in examination of March 2025. And
how will you address that problem before you are president?
Now, how we address it, we follow the calendar of events of the particular activity. At this particular time, you should be doing exam, then you do your exam, you leave the room.
Okay, final question that I have for you. In your manifesto, you mentioned that under enhanced campus facilities, you talked of technology, upgrading campus technology, including Wi-Fi. Are you aware that currently in Joan School of Nursing we have the most advanced Wi-Fi?
Yes, I'm aware.
How do you see to improve our most advanced Wi-Fi?
Thank you. For instance, we were in the lower floor, the class that we were before we moved backward. When we were inside that class, we can confirm the internet is not working in that particular class.
Okay, so how do you seek to address this problem? Be specific to the answer.
How to address it is to increase to class.
To have extension routers.
Yeah, in that class.
And what will be the source of funding for it?
This one is administration because it is part. There's some part of money in the fee that enables us to run those particular.
In other words, what I'm asking you, yes, it is administration. And I believe this organization, which you want to chair, is a bridge between the students and the administration. So when you are asked for the router, you say administration.
No, we have the router is somehow something concerned about academics, because what we are doing with it is for reference.
How will you get the administration to get the routers enough for the school?
I will, through the academic leader, address this issue.
Through the academic leader. Thank you. And pass it to him. Okay? Okay. Now, there is the question that Mr. Sam Opio asked on your leadership style or your leadership approach. What leadership approach? And at this moment, once you give us your leadership approach, I want you to give us a 1-minute statement of your parting shot. Okay? Yeah. Go ahead. Your leadership style and your parting shot.
My leadership style is one of inclusivity, one that includes every student of this great institution. And my parting shot would be that I want to put this school on the map. You've all seen my ideas. Yeah?
Just push it closer to your mouth.
Oh, okay. Now you can hear me. I'm saying that my leadership style is one of inclusivity. I want to ensure that everyone's voice is heard. My parting shot would be that you give me a chance to put this school on the map. Yes, my ideas, I believe that my ideas are best suited to putting this school on the map academically and in every other aspect of learning. Yes, so let me show you how to put the school of nursing on the map. Thank you. Yeah?
Okay, thank you. Just pass the mic. Okay, Mr. Roy.
Yes.
What leadership approach are you going to bring to us? And you give us your parting shot.
My leadership skill, it has been confirmed already, and now I'm going just to strengthen it so that.
What's your leadership approach?
My leadership approach is involve each and every department. We'll be working together. One of the reasons why some the previous
just your leadership approach that you are bringing.
Inclusivity.
The previous.
Inclusivity.
Okay.
And working together.
Now give us your parting shot.
So I will make Joan a greater Joan that everyone will wish to be in when given an opportunity to lead as the president, and you will never regret me being the president of Joan's.
Okay, and with that said and done, we've all heard what our brothers have said, and before we give them a standing ovation, I would love to wait for Brother Ronald to come, right? Yeah, meanwhile, I would love to give my panelists a chance to give a comment on how the debate has gone, how the candidates have been, and yeah, just the last words or words of advice to the candidates that we have, whom as you can see are available, right? Yes, now.
Good evening. I want to thank you so much for being patient. We've overstayed our activity, but we thank God we are still here to witness this occasion. To the leaders who have participated in this debate, kudos. You did a good job. This is, I think, the first ever debate, and I like the way you answered the questions and the confidence you had, even if the answer you were giving was very, very long and we knew it was very long, but the confidence, but then, that is what politics is. Tunadanganya na watu kama, si ndio? Thank you so much, and may this not be the end of your political career. Even nurses are politicians, right?
Yeah.
So please continue being a politician as well as being a good nurse. Thank you.
Good evening.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, number one. Number two, sorry for taking too much of your time. Thank you for your patience too. And then I wish you guys all the best in the elections. And then you as students, you also reach out to the other students. Tell them to exercise their rights as voters. You know how to exercise your right as a voter. If you need change, it begins with you. Ni wewe mwenyewe unakuja pale with your school ID, you present it, and then you vote. That's how change will come. But if at all on Friday you decide to abscond your duty, number one, you decide not to come. And then, let's say for example, something happens, and then you're like, and then you're not the vote. And that's what's happening currently actually in Kenya. Many people didn't show up to vote. The registered number of voters did not tally at all with the people who came to vote. So, kama walikuwa wanataka kuvutia baba, let's say for example, Kisumu, Nyanza, many people never showed up to vote compared to the registered voters. So they did not like akupa leyo change. So if you want change, come on Friday, on 29th of August, in the morning, let's vote. So, to the leader of your choice, ule mwenye anakuconvince hapa according to the answers and according to how well they are acquainted with the students, according to how well they are aware of the surroundings, according to how well and also the ones who are absent wamejonea kwa mtandao with our good media teams. Yes. Thank you. We also thank you for making it live. Yes? Clap for yourselves.
Okay, thank you, my fellow panelists. And just to speak to my brothers first. You guys are good leaders and you are very able leaders. You have the interest of Joan's at heart. Some questions you are not able to answer well, maybe because of state fright, as you put it. Okay? But I know very well, given the chance to be the chair of this prestigious institution, you'll do wonders and you'll make Joan be on the map and you'll make Joan admired. Okay? Now, the ball rests in our court as the people of Joan School of Nursing. Let's make the right choice. And I pray that may the Spirit of God guide you in making the right choice to choose the leader of these two people. Because I know, just as Dave said, that if in case any of them loses, they'll be ready to support. And I believe you mean that. I believe you mean you'll support him. You'll support him if you lose, and you'll support him if you lose, right? Yeah, that's the spirit of brotherhood that we need to foster. In my life, I've been inspired by the life of Martin Luther King. Okay, you know he was a revolutionist in United States of America for against racial discrimination of the blacks. Okay, and one thing he said is that the ultimate measure of a man is not is not where he stands in terms of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in terms of conflict and controversy. So in this time, this is when the real leadership is tested, when you are up against each other. And I believe that you maintain the Christian brotherhood that Joan School of Nursing has been advocating. And to the students of Joan School of Nursing, I am a friend and a member of this school. And as long as I live, I'll still hold this school to heart. Do you know why? When I came here for teaching practical, I stayed here for only 1 month. But then they called me back to come and teach here, and they paid me some good money. Hallelujah. They paid me some good money. Okay, that is not the point. John, just as them said that Joan is still a small school, but I am seeing Joan as not Joan School of Nursing, but Joan School of Health Sciences. That is competing with the schools of nursing that we are having in this country and even abroad. I'm seeing students from Joan competing on international levels for jobs, because that's what we are destined for. So if you think low of yourself, if you think that Joan is too small, if you think that Joan is too small, then you are mistaken, you are not in the right place. Are we here? Okay. Now the debate has gone on well. You guys have maintained your cool, and congratulations on that. May you please clap for yourself. And you've not clapped for your patients. Please do that again. Let us clap for our candidates. Without forgetting the running mates. And without forgetting those who did not come for this debate. Otherwise, may God bless you. May God bless your School of Nursing. And may God keep you safe. I want to welcome Mr. Uko. The debate is over. Okay, he said that there is nothing more to be said. He's a man of few words. I would welcome. Yes? Yes, I would love brother to pray for us. Yes.
Okay, prayer. Let's find out. We are praying. Dear God, we come before you this evening. Thank you for guiding us throughout the debate. We ask that you guide us even tonight. And it is in the mighty name of Jesus we pray and believe. Amen.
Safety.